That chunky plastic cylinder on your laptop charger cable isn't just there for looks. Inside it sits a component known as a ferrite bead, also referred to as a ferrite core or ferrite choke. Hidden within the casing is a loop made of ferrite, a magnetic ceramic material usually derived from iron oxide. The cable runs directly through this core, which is why it appears as a thicker segment of the wire rather than a separate piece clipped on. To grasp the purpose of a ferrite bead, you need to look at a less visible problem in electronics: electromagnetic interference, or EMI. When electric current travels through a wire, particularly in modern devices that switch power rapidly, it can generate high-frequency noise. That noise doesn't remain confined to the cable, it can spread outward, almost like a miniature antenna. At the same time, wires can also absorb interference from their surroundings, such as signals from Wi-Fi routers, radios, and other electronic equipment. The result is a chaotic mix where signals overlap, clash, and sometimes interfere with proper operation. Without a way to manage it, this interference can lead to anything from small glitches to more noticeable drops in performance. The ferrite bead functions as a filter designed to block high-frequency noise, while letting the intended electrical current pass through. It relies on the magnetic characteristics of ferrite to oppose rapid fluctuations in current, which are typical of unwanted interference. When these high-frequency signals move along the cable, the ferrite core absorbs and disperses them, often turning that excess energy into a small amount of heat. At the same time, the lower frequency power your laptop depends on flows through with minimal resistance. This ability to selectively filter signals is what makes the ferrite bead so useful. It leaves the charging process unaffected, while smoothing out the electrical noise in the cable. You may have noticed that this cylindrical bump is typically positioned near one end of the cable, often closer to the laptop. That placement is no coincidence. Engineers deliberately put the ferrite bead where it can most effectively limit interference moving into or out of the device. Because the cable can behave like an antenna, placing the ferrite core near the laptop helps keep stray signals from reaching delicate internal circuits. At the same time, it reduces the amount of noise the cable might emit into surrounding electronics. Interestingly, many newer chargers no longer feature that noticeable cylindrical bump, largely because the technology has advanced. Modern cables often come with improved internal shielding, reducing the need for a separate ferrite bead on the outside. In some designs, the filtering elements are built directly into the charger block rather than added along the cord. Even so, ferrite beads haven't completely disappeared. They're still used in cases where interference is more of a concern or where consistent performance is essential, such as in medical devices or high-end audio and video equipment. Click the video on your screen right now and I'll explain another everyday mystery you've wondered about your whole life but never thought to look up.